Have you ever spent hours getting ready for a night out or even just a fun day at home, and you know the drill? Your foundation is blended to absolute perfection, your breast forms are sitting just right, your wig is brushed out and looking incredibly natural, and your makeup is honestly giving absolute cover girl. You feel amazing, but then you step back, you look in the full-length mirror, and your heart just kind of sinks. Because despite the flawless makeup, the gorgeous dress, and the perfect hair, something about your silhouette still reads as instantly male. Honestly, it is one of the most frustrating feelings in the world, and we have all been there. You start blaming your body. You think, my shoulders are just too broad, my ribcage is too wide, my torso is too long. It is hopeless. But I am here to tell you right now, it is not your body. It is not your bones. It is just math. Specifically, it is a little optical illusion that stylists use all the time, and it is something almost no one in our community ever talks about. We talk about color correcting, we talk about tucking, we talk about voice training, but we never talk about proportions. So today, we are going completely beyond the basics. We are going to dive deep into the rule of thirds. This is the ultimate fashion secret for fixing male proportions, creating a beautifully feminine silhouette, and making your clothes finally work for you, instead of against you. So what exactly is the rule of thirds? Well, if you are into photography or art, you might have heard of it, but in fashion, it is a golden rule for creating visually pleasing outfits. The basic idea is that you never want to divide your body directly in half. A 1-to-1 ratio, where your top half and your bottom half look like they are the exact same length, is the absolute enemy of a feminine figure. Why? Because biologically speaking, male bodies naturally tend to have longer torsos and shorter legs, while female bodies typically have shorter torsos and proportionately longer legs. When you wear a regular men's t-shirt and regular jeans, the shirt usually ends right at your hips. That cuts your body exactly in half. It is a 50-50 split, a 1-to-1 ratio. And what that does visually is it screams male proportions. It drags your waistline down, it highlights the length of your torso, and it boxes out your entire shape. To fix this, we have to completely change the math, and we do that by breaking the body down into thirds, from your shoulders down to your toes. The goal for a beautiful, incredibly feminine silhouette is a 1-to-2 ratio. You want the top part of your outfit to take up 1/3 of your body, and the bottom part of your outfit to take up the remaining 2/3. 1/3 on top, 2/3 on the bottom. It is essentially an optical illusion that tricks the eye into thinking your legs are miles long and your waist is tiny and high up. When people look at you, their brains automatically register that shorter torso and longer leg as a feminine structure, regardless of what your skeleton actually looks like beneath the clothes. So how do we actually do this in real life? The absolute first step, and honestly the most important thing you can take away from this, is that you have to find your natural waist. And listen to me carefully here. Your natural waist is not where your men's jeans sit. Men's pants sit low down on the hips. If you are wearing your skirts or your women's jeans down on your hip bones, you are actively working against yourself. Your natural waist is the narrowest part of your torso, and it is usually located a couple of inches above your belly button, right just below your ribcage. That is your new best friend. That is where you want to anchor your outfits. If you want to achieve that magic 1/3 to 2/3 ratio, you need to start embracing high-waisted bottoms. High-waisted skirts, high-waisted wide-leg trousers, high-waisted mom jeans. When you pull the fabric up to your natural waist, you are visually shortening your torso so it becomes that neat little 1/3 on top, and you are elongating your lower half to become the beautiful sweeping 2/3 on the bottom. But just wearing high-waisted pants isn't quite enough. You have to make sure you can actually see that waistline. If you throw a long tunic top or an untucked blouse over high-waisted pants, you have completely defeated the purpose, because you are back to cutting your body in half. You have to tuck in your shirts. I know, for some of us, tucking in a shirt feels really exposing, especially if you carry a little bit of weight in your tummy, but trust me, it works. If a full tuck feels like too much, try the French tuck. Just tuck in the very front of the shirt right above the button of your pants, and let the back and sides drape out. It still establishes that high waistline visually, but gives you a little more relaxed coverage in the back. Now, let's talk about dresses, because the rule of thirds applies here perfectly too. You want to look for dresses that naturally create this ratio for you. Empire waist dresses are absolutely incredible for this. The waistline on an empire dress hits right under the bust, which gives you a tiny, cute top third and a long, flowing, elegant bottom 2/3. Wrap dresses are also phenomenal because they usually tie at the natural waist, creating that perfect division while also giving you a beautiful V-neck that draws the eye vertically. What you want to avoid at all costs are drop waist dresses. A drop waist has a seam that hits way down at the hips, basically giving you a 2/3 top and a 1/3 bottom. That is the exact opposite of what we want, and it will immediately emphasize a masculine, rectangular frame. Outerwear and layering are another place where people accidentally ruin their proportions. Let's say you have a beautiful high-waisted skirt and a tucked-in blouse. You have nailed the 1:2 ratio. You look gorgeous, and then you get cold, and you throw on a cardigan that ends right at the widest part of your hips. Boom! You just cut yourself in half again. The eye follows the hem of the cardigan, not the waistband of the skirt. To maintain your rule of thirds, your outerwear needs to follow the rules too. Cropped jackets are your absolute best friend. A cute cropped denim jacket or a cropped leather moto jacket that ends right at your natural waist will reinforce that top third perfectly. Alternatively, you can go super long. A long, sweeping duster coat or a trench coat that goes all the way down past your knees also works, because it creates a long, unbroken vertical line that elongates the entire body. Just avoid those awkward jackets that hit right at the hip bone. And there is actually a second part to this rule of thirds that is just as important for trans women and crossdressers, and that is the horizontal rule of thirds. We just talked about dividing the body vertically from top to bottom, but we also have to think about balancing the body from side to side. Most of us assigned male at birth have an inverted triangle body shape. Our shoulders are the widest part of our body, and our hips are narrow. If we wear skinny jeans and a tight top, we just look like a big letter V. It highlights the broad shoulders and shrinks the lower body. To fix this using proportions, we need to create visual volume on the bottom third of our body to balance out the width of our top third. This is why A-line skirts are practically magical. Because they flare out away from the body, they create the illusion of wide, feminine hips that perfectly balance out broader shoulders. When your shoulders and your hips look roughly the same width, and your waist is cinched in the middle, you have suddenly created an hourglass figure out of thin air. Pleated skirts, wide-leg palazzo pants, skater skirts, anything that adds volume and movement to your lower half is going to be incredibly flattering. On the top half, try to avoid things that add extra bulk to your shoulders. Halter tops, deep scoop necks, and V-necks are fantastic because they break up the expanse of your chest and draw the eye inward and downward, softening your shoulders beautifully. It is honestly so incredibly empowering when you realize that clothing is just a tool. You are the artist, and your clothes are just the paint you use to create the masterpiece. You do not need to have a perfect, biologically female bone structure to look flawlessly feminine. You just need to know how to trick the eye. By raising your waistline, embracing the 1:2 ratio, tucking in your tops, and adding volume to your lower half to balance your shoulders, you can completely transform your silhouette. You will look in that full-length mirror and you won't see those male proportions staring back at you anymore. You will just see the beautiful, confident, stunning woman that you truly are. I really hope these tips help you look at your closet in a whole new way and give you the confidence to start putting together outfits that make you feel as incredible as you look. Fashion should be fun, it should be affirming, and it should celebrate exactly who you are on your own terms. If this video helped you, or if you have your own amazing styling tricks for creating a feminine silhouette, please drop a comment down below. I love reading your experiences and we can all learn so much from each other in this community. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the My Life, My Rules family, and check out the video on the screen right now for even more tips on living your most authentic, beautiful life. Remember, it is your life and your rules. I will see you in the next one.